Get knocked, Sparta! No hug needed!
Standing #1 WBC contender. He is DILLIAN WHYTE. Please give him a great welcome. And of course, his supporters, including Zachary Miller and Harold Shadow Knight. Welcome. And now, of course, for the undefeated and lineal WBC World Heavyweight Champion, the Ring Magazine #1, and a new boxing superstar, Tyson Fury.
The champ is here!
Welcome, Tyson. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. So we're going to get right to it. And with every possible respect to you, DILLIAN, we're going to ask the champion to get us underway, kicking off here at Wembley Stadium. Tyson, the floor is yours.
Hello, good afternoon everybody. Big turnout again, room is absolutely chocker. The fight is here. Big night's just a few days away. DILLIAN's landed, boys are here. Cameras are here, lights, camera and action. I'm sure everyone's got a lot of questions, so I won't rumble on all day. Peace out. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tyson. Well, DILLIAN, we've been waiting for you. You're very welcome. Nobody disputes your right to be here on this massive occasion. Please give us your opening remarks.
Thanks for coming out. There's a big fight. Excited to be here.
We'll get back to you in a moment. And to you, Frank. Huge occasion for British sport. 90,000. The Simi Joshua fight. This is bigger, isn't it?
Hold on a minute. Where is Sugar Hill's chair? Come on, Sugar Hill. I'm mine if you want mine.
Sugar Hill.
Come on.
Sugar Hill.
Sit yourself
Come and
down.
join us.
Sit yourself down, brother. Come on.
Thank you, Tyson.
It's all right. I'll sit down on this little chair here. Here.
Welcome, Sugar Hill. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Frank, over to you.
It's, well listen, it's a European record for a fight. 94,000 tickets sold out. It's going to be a fantastic night, there's no doubt about that. You've got, for me, the heavyweight of his generation, best heavyweight of his generation, lineal champion, WBC champion, ring belt champion, against a young man over there in DILLIAN, who's, how long have you been waiting for now, DILLIAN, this fight? 1,700 days?
I forgot.
Yeah, 34 years he's been waiting for this
Late
fight.
2017.
He's got the fight, and we know he's in great shape, great condition. We've looked at some of the footage and seen how hard he's trained. But he's got to train hard when you're fighting a guy like Tyson Fury, because Tyson's trained hard. And we've had quite a few conversations over the last few weeks, and certainly the most recent one a couple of days ago. He said to me, it's the best training camp he's ever had. And that's a testament to Sugar Hill and the preparation of the team to get him where he's at. So you've got both these guys in tip-top fighting condition. So what you're going to get on the night, a great fight.
Thank you very much, Frank. And Tony, if I can ask you for an opening line or two, please.
Well, first of all, it's a pleasure to be here, and this is more than boxing, guys. This is the world of sport. This is a global epicenter for entertainment and sport. And it's a tribute to all of us in the room. It's a tribute to Frank, BT, and especially these two great prize fighters that have brought it all through many years and hard work in the gym to elevate the sport and them as class. And the world's all going to be watching, not only 94,000. So this is an honor to be a part of, and it's going to be a wonderful night. We all will remember this.
Thank you very much, Todd. Tyson, to come back to you, tell us more about your training camp. How have you prepared? How happy are you with your state of readiness?
Yeah, I'm training good. Training went well. I started training in about January for this fight. How long did we do training? 7 weeks or something? 7 weeks together, 6 weeks training, 1 week rest. We've had a great What a great preparation, you know. There's never any complaints from me. We always do what we can do in training camps and, you know, do the best we can do on the night, and that's it. I'm sure Dillian's had a great training camp as well, and he's a good fighting man. And fans are in for a real treat. 94,000 people. You're going to see a good tear-up. I know Dillian, I know him personally, and he knows me, and we're going to rock and roll on the night. We're ready to throw down and treat this all to a hell of a barnstormer. Don't worry about that.
Tyson, you know, we've had this amazing journey with you, largely in the United States for the last 3 years. How have you enjoyed the experience of building up to a world title defence back at home?
It's been absolutely fantastic, you know. Big shout out to Top Rank in America who made these fights in America possible over there, and big shout out to Frank who made all the fights in England happen over here. And it's been an amazing journey, you know, from where I started all those years ago to the ups and downs and being away from boxing and being fat as fuck, 28 stone, to coming back, being mentally ill, a druggie, an alcoholic, all the rest of the stuff that is not, I'm not ashamed of, it's a part of who I am. To coming back, to getting back to the top of the world and having 3 big fights with old Deontay over there, and now being back in England after all these years, 4 years away, and now finding me old pal DILLIAN WHYTE back at home in England for all the glory and all the belts, and who'd have thought it, you know. We probably didn't think, me and him didn't think we'd be doing 91,000 people at Wembley. You got Mr. Golden Bollocks, haven't you? He's been stopped by a middleweight. And that's it. Where is he now? You know, we're here, we're representing, and we're going to put on a good show, you know. It's been a great journey. And we're looking forward to an awesome, memorable night, you know. This breaks all records. This is break all records, right? This is the highest capacity ever at Wembley, is it?
Highest in Europe.
In Europe?
And it's the highest grossing event of any single day event of any event.
Well, there we go then. So, for an old boxing match against 2 old boys who people wrote off all their careers, we ain't done bad, have we? It's definitely an exciting time for me, and Frank's done an amazing job with the promotion and all that. But look at this turnout of all these people here, and they've all come to support and show the thing. And I just want to say massive thank you to every person who's spent their money on a ticket, who's going to watch on a pay-per-view, whether it's in America or England. It all takes earning, and I respect every person who tunes in on the night. So thank you.
Terrific, Tyson. Thank you very much. Spoken like a champion. Now, I hesitate almost before you calling a challenger because you've been knocking on the door so long. And to echo something that Tyson Fury referred to there, nobody in the industry of boxing underestimates you or questions your right to this opportunity. You, in your life, have travelled a very hard road. In your career, it's been stacked against you time and again. After the Joshua fight, the surgeon told you it was over. Yeah. So you've come through all that. What does it mean to you to fight in London at Wembley Stadium for the WBC World Heavyweight title?
It means everything to fight in my own country. And for the world title, especially at Wembley, it's not too far from where I'm from. You know, it means everything. It's massive. You know, it's the moment of waiting. Obviously, it's a big fight. Like Tyson said, Dillian was in. We weren't expected to be here, me especially anyway. Obviously, I'm here. You know, I've taken risks time and time again. I've been a couple of slip up along the way, but I'm here. I'm ready to go. You know, I'm ready to go. No, ain't no bullshit for me. I'm ready to rock and roll.
Nobody doubts that. Could you enlighten us just a little bit more, however? What was the strategy behind the way you prepared? Did you want to leave the champion wondering a little bit in the build-up? Or was it only for your own benefit?
There's no strategy. Listen, there's 2 sides of the story. You don't hear one side of the story because one side says a lot of things, because they ain't saying anything. It goes, oh, you're scared, you're hiding. I ain't scared of shit. I ain't hiding from shit. It's like this. It's something to get done. Obviously, the fight was signed, but there's other things that's happening behind the scene. Obviously, things being started. And obviously, we had Frank come to this, obviously, credit due to him. Obviously, my team have been trying to pick up the phone for a long time and get stuff done. I hear people talking shit, like Gareth Davis saying they should be fine, connected to the press conference. I'm like, bro, we don't watch a long time. Nobody's stupid. You've been in the game, you understand how these things work. There's 2 sides. Everybody can come to an agreement. You understand? If the agreement doesn't reach, then I'm not going to fly all the way from Portugal. Waste 2 days traveling, doing this, doing that. What for? I'm training a big fight in my life. Obviously, that's infuriating. you know, you need to concentrate, you need to focus on training, not freaking wasting time to find. If things are done, I'm happy and it's worth it, then I'll do it. I'm not doing anything if it's not worth it. You feel me? Simple as that.
Point taken. So how do you win, and what have you been working on in that camp that was quite difficult to get access to?
You see Saturday night, man, nobody's the same. It's one of those fights where I've been working being adaptable. It's one of those fights where I'm going to adapt constantly, you understand? I'm going to have to adapt, make smart decisions, when I need to do what, and how I need to do it, and how I need to approach what I'm doing. So that's it. There's no strategy here, that's it. Just need to just go and do my thing.
Do you feel the way you came back in that second fight against Povetkin has readied you for this?
Listen, that's just a fight. That's just a boxing fight. I think, you know, that's just, that was nothing. I lost at the weekend. A little people saying, oh, you're finished, you're going to lose again, don't fight him again. I was like, shut the fuck up. I was like, listen, I know exactly what I did, I know what I need to do. I did fight Povetkin 2 months after the loss, and then lots of things happened. He said he had COVID, he got sick, and this and the other. Like, but listen, I don't care. Win, lose, or draw, I always come to fight. I don't care. Come to fight, and that's what I do.
That's taken. I have to apologise for the occasion, of course. But, Dillian, to refer again to the struggle you have had, you've been trying so very hard for so very long to climb to the very top of the
That's what
mountain.
she said.
Hopefully you'll let your own people very happy on Saturday. But in order for that to happen, you've got to win this fight. And with the fight comes the mantle that this man here has taken on in a fashion that has inspired so many people who are not even interested in sport. Are you ready to be the WBC and World Heavyweight Champion with everything that means? Somebody you remember from your youth, Gary Mason, used to say, the heavyweight champion of the world carries the fighting spirit and the fighting hopes of all the people of the world. Do you believe you're ready to do that?
We won't know until we get there, man. You know, I'm not one to sit down here and bullshit. Yeah, I'm ready for this, and you'll do this and this and that. I take every day as they come, because with my life story today for me is a blessing. You know, I don't say, oh, I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna be that, and you're gonna be a champion. No, I take every day I wake up as a blessing, because my life is really tough. And it's still, it ain't got a little bit easier now, but you know, it's still about what we're there, and I always remember we're coming from what I've been through. So when we get there, we'll see. I'm not going to say, oh, I'm gonna do this, and then when I get there, it's something else. Win the belt, and then we'll see. But I'll try my best under that, you know, and do the best I can do as a world champion.
Thank you very much, Dillian. What does he offer, Chuck?
He's a good fighter, Dillian White. He's a good, strong, solid man. He's big, he's strong, he's tough, he's game. He's got a good punch on him, he's got good power, he's knocked out a lot of men. He's had a good learning career as well. He's got a lot of experience in the fight game. He was also a kickboxer and an MMA man as well. So he's definitely a man that needs a lot of respect, and that's why I've given him all this training camp. I've had everything possibly I can do to train for this. I've done so. I haven't left any stones unturned. I haven't not trained as hard as I would have done for anybody else. I've trained as hard for Dillian as I have for Wilder or anybody else, or Klitschko or anybody. So we'll be fighting the best Tyson Fury. I'm in great shape. I've had good sparring, I've had good food, I've drank my water, I've had my vitamins, I've had everything. So there's no excuses from me. I'm injury free, and that's it. It's fighting the best version of Tyson Fury, and that's it.
Fantastic. We know that you sparred together. It's many years ago.
Yeah.
Does it have relevance? And I'll ask you that question first, Tyson. If I may.
Not really. I think I touched this last night with Coogan. When we sparred years ago, I think it was about 2011, 12, whatever. Sparring is sparring, you know. I think I was preparing for David A. I could have been preparing for Klitschko, I can't really remember if it was 15 or 13. And Dillian came in and he did his job along with the rest of the guys who were there, helping me prepare for a fight, you know what I mean? It's not about, oh, I beat him up in a spar or he beat me up in a spar. We was there working together, and we were good friends together. We went out for a drink, we ate together, we slept together. Oh shit! I'm sorry now. I'm sorry. So there was no it wasn't like animosity like him versus every person, every guy into my training camp. I treat him with respect, I look after him like they're one of my own family. I don't disrespect anybody. Any of these training partners who ever come, I never disrespect them. I treat them like my own family. I look after them as best as I can. I pay them what I can afford, and that's it, you know. So the sparring is sparring. We both help each other out on the way, and that's it. I don't think you can go on what happened 10 years ago. For God's sake, 10 years ago, I would have been 24. He'd have been 24 as well, the same age. So we're different men today. It's different versions. He's a lot improved, and so am I. So I think everybody is underestimating how good a fight this is going to be. I see these odds and things, and I just laugh at them because they're obviously coming from people who don't know boxing. There's like 7 to 1, 10 to 1 odds. This is a heavyweight boxing fight. Anybody can win with one punch, and it's good night Vienna. So if I'm not on my A game, then that man's going to knock my head right off my shoulders. So I'm going to have to be preparing good, and which I have, and I'm going to have to be on form to beat him, and so is he going to have to perform at his best to beat me. So I think we're in for a real treat on Saturday night, and it's coming quite quickly.
Indeed it is. Thank you very much, Tyson. On that last point, back to you, Dillian, if I may. I think a lot of people, including Sugar Hill, has actually pointed this out. There have been so many technical improvements from you along the way, and everybody in boxing knows you are a devastating puncher when you get your moment. But 12 hard rounds at the pace that this man can fight at. Can you do 12 hard rounds like that? Have you got it in the legs?
I've done 12 rounds before, you know. Of course I got it in the legs. You see all strong my legs. Of course I got it in the legs. It's a different challenge, you know, like it's a challenge. I'm not doing my A game, I'm not to work, you know, we work hard in the gym, you know, and I believe in myself, and I wanted to do whatever it takes, man, you know. I'm that kind of fighter where whatever I'm going to do, I'll do. You know. Anything, any victory by any means necessary, I'll do that. You know. I'm not scared to take risks. I've taken risks my whole life, so it's nothing new.
Not only is it an amazing occasion, Frank, but all the elements seem to me to be ready in this one. We've got 2 British fighters fighting for the greatest prize in sport, the WBC World Heavyweight title. There is immense public interest in this. And I think both the fellas are expecting it to be an absolute barnstorm. Do you see it in that fashion?
Absolutely. You know, Tyson, you know, comes to fight, you know, Dillian does. And you know Dillian's style, he comes forward, he walks on, and you've seen Tyson in his last few fights, and his last 2 against Wilder, where it was toe to toe. So what do you think you're going to get? You're going to get fireworks. This is going to be explosive. It's going to be, me personally, I don't think it'll go the distance. I think it's going to be explosive, and you're not going to be able to take your eyes away from it. Because the styles make the fight.
Thank you, Frank. What's the American perspective on what we're going to have in the ring?
Well, the American perspective is obviously there as much of fight knowledgeable people as everybody here. They know that Dillian has an incredible left hook, and he puts pressure on him. And they've seen a lot more of Tyson lately because he's been in more high-profile fights in America. He's seen one of the great heavyweight fights of all time when him and Wilder fought. They know he's a brilliant boxer. Styles make fights. He's going to be all over him, and Tyson's going to have his hands full. So I agree with Tyson. I think the odds makers are looking at the wrong fight.
Dillian, back to you. How do you envisage the night of the fight? Because it's Wembley, because you're from London, because there are so many tens of thousands of people, with every respect, who want DILLIAN WHYTE to win and win well.
You know, this fight is one of us going there with an open mind, like I said. This fight is all about being able to adapt and make decisions quickly, you understand? Because you can't Fury, he says one thing, he doesn't know. Like he said, he doesn't know he's going to show up on the day or what's going to happen or whatever. He might decide that he wants to box or he wants to fight. So I need to be able to adapt as of when and do my thing and keep changing and keep adapting to whatever he does. And that's what it'll take to win the fight. I mean, I'm not going to envision this or envision him doing that. I mean, chasing him or even chasing me. No. I'm just envisioning being able to adapt quickly and make the decision quickly as of when I need to make it.
There's a couple of very wise, I was going to say older gentlemen on the end. And we know your credentials, we remember the glory years of Lennox Lewis.
Right.
Are we in for a repeat?
Well, this is going to be a great fight. It's going to be a great fight. You got a smart man in Tyson Fury, you got an intelligent man in DILLIAN WHYTE. The good thing is that both of these guys have a high boxing IQ. And just like Dillian said, it's about adjustments. It's about modification. And you know, you have big heavyweights in there. Both of them can punch. and it's about, with myself and Xavier Miller, who I give much credit to. We put a solid game plan, as well as I know Sugar Hill has also. So we're gonna take this to it's at a whole nother level. So it's all about adjusting, adapting, and landing the good shots.
Thank you, Aaron. It's lovely to see you.
Good seeing you, good sir.
Welcome, Sugar Hill. It's fantastic that you're able to join us here today.
Thank you.
But greater again is the work that you've done over the last 18 months, 2 years with Tyson Fury. Already supreme talent, you've added something special. What are you going to try to add for this job?
Well, for this job, it's just, Tyson being more himself, he's able to do more of the things that he was doing back throughout his career, leading up to the time where I trained him. And, just being more powerful doing that. That's what I'm looking for in Tyson. And also for Tyson to be a much better thinker and set things up. That was the main thing that we worked on, was just the thinking. Just being a better thinker from, which he already knew.
Sure.
But it's just about, seeing things a little bit differently and being able to execute a lot more powerful.
I know you fellas, camp-wise, have got massive respect for each other. And they know about the big stadium fights. Is there anything extra for you in this being a stadium? And if you don't mind me saying, this is not any old stadium. This is Wembley Stadium.
For me, it doesn't make any difference to me. I mean, it's just a boxing ring is going out, preparing. It's about me being focused as well. So I won't see or know any of this until afterward, maybe about 4 days, when I start asking people, maybe watching it myself. So
Really?
yeah, for me, I'm just focusing on the fight. And most of the times, I do have to just ask people like, how was it? Just
No,
how
it's
was it?
pretty
What did you
good.
think? Because I'm just that focused into the fight, and I don't really care about anything else.
Can I ask you for what you've picked up, style-wise, in Dillian White, that you need to address?
Style-wise, it's not really about style with Dillian White really as much. It's his power. He's improved, if you want to know that, technically on his jab, his footwork, and his defense. And adding that power to it just makes it a difficult task. And we're just ready for Saturday night, for everything to come together. Everybody's here all together right now. A few more days, we get to see it all.
Are you enjoying all this, Dillian?
Yeah, of course, listen, I've got 6, 7 people in fights. And, as far as the same, you show up, I do my jump, and that's it. Show up, do my jump, and run up into the net after. Another one I'm going to do again. Show up, do my jump, and run up into the net, disappear for a bit, and come back again.
And longer term, do you commit yourself to think about what you would do if you become the champion?
Listen, man, I'm just focusing on the fight, and becoming a champion. Everything goes, I haven't thought about a day after that, everything goes will fall into place, and we decided we were going to go off, just focus on the belt, winning the belt, and wait for it, a fight tooth and nails through court, and cost me a fortune to get this title shot. Literally, cost me a fortune legal about to get this title shot, so shit, I need to get some of that money back.
Okay, we're going to shortly run toward the end of our allotted time span, so maybe Todd, I could ask you perhaps to give us one final remark.
Well, I think the final remark for all of us is we're in the middle of something very special on Saturday night. And we always talk about at Top Rank, we do a video called This Is Boxing before we do our main event comes out. And it takes you down that journey of where you were in history. If it was Ali, if it was Leonard, Hagler, Hunters. All of you guys should know this Saturday night is an historic night. And take it all in, because these guys are going to put on a hell of a fight and we're in for a hell of an event. So this is one that you're going to be telling your grandkids about.
Thank you very much. Frank?
It's going to be a war. That's what it's going to be. These both want it, you heard them. There's going to be no give or take here whatsoever. And it will be, for the boxing fans, it won't get any better. So tune in, watch it on BT Box Office, back in America on ESPN. So do not miss it, because I'll tell you something, you're going to see a classic.
Thank you very much, Frank. And to the champion goes the last word.
Yep, put the lights out, it's totally fine. Everything's going to go to plan. It's going to be a great fight. Tune in. Me and Dillian are bringing it all, putting it all on the line. Do not miss this one. Big shout out to everyone who's coming. Respect you all. All the best. God bless.
Back to you, sir.
You gave me the lost way to the championship.
We're trying to be even.
Sorry, guys, we're radio.
Okay.
Cool. Hey, thanks everyone for coming out. Respect. Thank you guys. Thanks to Tyson support my supporter. Thanks to the Tyson Fury team, Frank Warren, and ESPN, everyone who's involved. And thanks to my team who stand by me, all my friends and family and stuff, and all my supporters. And respect.
What is it?
You're getting knocked, Sparta! No hug needed!
Welcome, Team Everlast, to the Team Everlast Fitness app. Download the Everlast Fitness app and find your greatness within.